Whoa, okay. Skip the intro right there. Went right. Hi, everyone. Those of you who aren't familiar, this is CityClips series. You know me, Julia Holly. I am co-host of our weekly live series for CityClips, and we focus on business and tech, all related to Tallahassee and North Florida. My partner has been super slammed with everything getting ready to with his move, his family moving, packing, and all of the things that comes with the stress of life and running a business and everything like that. So I'm gonna mention this to my team. We need to update the thumbnails so that we can have somewhere it's just me going solo or it's just a title. So our topic for today is all about, and I did flip over to a Q3, Q4 goals, but it's all about current ads. And if you're not familiar with our past episodes, we cover our latest progress regarding our building the newsletter business of CityClips. And so we're documenting it, we're tracking our progress and growth, and then we're holding ourselves accountable, building in public. And then at the same time, we're also trying to feature local guests that are within the business and tech sectors within the Tallahassee, greater Tallahassee area, North Florida. And then also we announce our weekly live drawings. So I'm going to try to pull those names and then multitask and see, because recently we attended the Infinity Con event in Tallahassee that was hosted at the Donald Tucker Center. And it was really cool, really awesome, great people. I got to meet more people across Florida, even in the Southeast. And it was a really fun experience to be able to meet new faces. And then even for people who live in Tallahassee, I didn't know that they run an online business or a podcasting business. And so we're going to connect and we're going to follow up. And I can't wait to feature those people and founders on CityClips. So if you are a subscriber of CityClips, you've been getting our newsletters, you've been seeing how we've been publishing issues and just still following and staying on top of things related to the latest and greatest about business and tech. So yeah, let me at the same time, let me go ahead and just share my screen up and go ahead and go over the ads that we are currently launching. It's live now and it should be out there. I haven't seen any on my end, but I know that Ollie's team, my business partner for CityClips, Ollie Kamaki, he is, he's testing out these, and this is supposed to be on Google, and there's different dimensions. So we figured, okay, something catchy, something simple and straightforward, and it should lead to our landing page. Which, by the way, our latest landing page is going to be refreshed to a more fresh look. So really excited about that. We're going to keep it still simple because we found that even the bigger newsletter companies out there, email newsletter companies, heavily focus on getting people to just sign up and subscribe. No friction, no distractions, not too many pages on their website. All they say is subscribe in big letters. So yeah, and we're hoping there's no barrier to entry and nothing complicated. So when they see this ad, all they want to do is subscribe, because they get a little sense of FOMO, or they're going to forget. It gives them sense of urgency and also scarcity. Like, okay, there's not much room left, so for an event or for there's not enough products on the shelf, so you got to buy it. Otherwise, you're going to regret it for not purchasing or subscribing, and you're going to miss out on all the information we're sharing on the newsletter. So, yeah, so these are some of the ads that I sent over to Ali, and it's out there in the ethos, and we'll see what we get as far as clicks. And these are tests that we're rolling out right now, and we don't have enough data, obviously, to indicate if we're making progress with anything, because it just got launched. Probably in a month or so, like that's enough data, pool of data to analyze, like, okay, what's working, what's not, what should we do, what do we need to change. And so and what's big in the ad world, for those who specialize in paid ads, they like to A/B test. They like to just, one of the best strategies that somebody taught me was that, just test out a few ads at a time. The gurus test 10 ads, and then just throw a little bit of money towards each ad and see who's responding to what. If you're getting more engagement with a few ads, or even one in particular, take that best performing ad and then just put more money towards that best performing ad, do the same thing, and then see if you get more results and a return on investment from that. So ideally, you're not spending, too much on an ad. These days, there's the folks who throw a ton of money on billboards and traditional forms of media and stuff. They have the budget for that. But if you don't, and you're doing online ads, in our case, all these testing Google ads, and then I know Facebook has great conversion. Among all the ad gurus that I've listened to, they say Facebook really outperforms all the other platforms, depending on the value of your audience. And, are you trying to target a high ticket audience, or, is it a direct to consumer type of thing? But in general, overall performance and management of ads and conversion, Facebook is tremendous, especially if you own an commerce business, online commerce, e-commerce business. And so, it probably ties into Instagram too. But what I'm noticing too, and what I learned from another friend who heavily does content creation for his business to business model, is YouTube. So long forms of content on YouTube. It's great because you can test out different types of ads on YouTube too. And so it really, really depends on who your audience is. And if you are advertising in the wrong platform where your audience is not, then you're wasting your money, you're throwing your money away, right? So in our case, speaking of ads, if you are targeting Gen X and up, that's our target audience. Like, we still look at email, we still have work to do, and we heavily use email. I am noticing too, like, depending on the clientele and depending on the market and industry, anything above 50 years old and up, like, it just depends, like maybe 60, like baby boomers and up, they are slammed. Like, they are not wanting to look at email. They are like C-level suite, or maybe even in higher in other cases, like in higher positions, so they don't even want to look at email. So the sweet spot for us at CityClips is Gen X, millennials, yeah. So the sweet spot really, and then I think it's a lot of the same target market that like Morning Brew or the Hustle folks have, and we are primarily in the secondary market areas, MSAs, metropolitan statistical area code of Tallahassee. So like, we're just kind of testing out how we perform here, and who knows what Ollie's doing with with his with the demographics that he's putting in for the online ads. But he's gonna, I mean, I check in with him, I'm like, are those ads out? They're not. What are you doing, bro? So yeah, okay, so back to, let's pull the names. I want, as promised, I will, let's see if I can pull. I'm gonna go ahead and no worries though, because I like to keep it short and sweet. And so that's the fun thing about doing these short episodes is we just conclude in about 15 minutes or less. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out related to just design and ads, and campaigns and things like that. Because happy to help where I can. And, we're happy to answer questions even in our following episodes. Like, because Ollie and I, our hourly rate and consultation rate tends to be on the higher side for some people who are starting out fresh. So if you want a free question answered, just send it over to us and then we can get it online and we'll just answer. We won't disclose who you are, so we won't embarrass you, I promise. Okay, so here, let me go ahead and pull the contacts. Looks like we got some new subscribers. Awesome. Really excited. Um, yeah, Infinity Con was pretty fun because not only people stop by our table, I got to see familiar friends. They didn't know about CityClips, and so that was exciting. And let's see here, maybe, and then they also like were super supportive of the idea. So it was really nice because I don't like to always just tell every single friend like, oh, this is what I'm working on kind of thing. Um, so and also I got to meet new business owners that I never knew existed in town. And so that's the beauty of having a table at an event. Just just FYI, like, give or take, I know friends who have to spend money on marketing at events and stuff. Sometimes it costs way too much. And I have a friend who heavily invests in events, and they're still trying to analyze like, is it worth all um the cost and investment? Because you have to be very strategic with where travel to and what types of event it is. You just it's worth a try though. You need to test these things out before you draw any conclusions, and that's all part of running a business, right? You need to just experiment and see where things go. Um, Speaking of which, speaking of events, I did partner with Word Chant, amazing people. And so we did have something in the works, and then we realized it just got too busy. Certain things about the football season got moved up, and then some of our other partners, they need to have other things lined up first for us to really heavily promote it well. So we want to do this right, and we're going to postpone that. And but I'm really excited because I mean, if you saw the post, if you already subscribed, you know that we're going to focus on NIL and just educate more people about like all the complexities of that whole new concept. Even though it's been around for a few years now, but just like I know NCAA has gotten a lot of lawsuits and those kinds of things. So it's just like if you haven't been following it as thoroughly as some of the industry experts here in town, for example, Battle's End, then you're going to need consultants. You're going to need somebody who's been doing that already, or just getting to know other businesses who've had experiences with that already too. So it's just it's like the wild wild west right now. So that's why I think it's very beneficial for student athletes to understand what it's like to be an independent, um, I guess in a sense, like, influencer and local celebrity. You have clout. You're considered a creator in the creator economy, and then you've got influence. Like you've got followers, you've got social media following. You're running a small media company, and you don't even know it. So there's that thing, and then at the same time, there's the professional side, the legal side. And then there's businesses who want to participate and support student athletes too. But then, how do you do it right? How do you work agreements out fairly and where you're not exploiting the student too much and all of those things? So, yeah, there's going to be complexities for sure. And so that's why, as City Clips, as someone who is a proponent of business, we really wanted to partner with experts and local influencers. And so it's been great to be in collaboration with people like the team at War Chant. And yeah, I'm excited about that coming event. Okay, let me just see. Where is this thing? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Don't you love it? Don't you love finding things? No, I don't. I don't love finding things. So, okay. I have the names. It was a great partnership, by the way. Shout out to Infinity Con. I hope everything went well for you for the weekend. And they're getting ready now. I mean, it's already almost in the middle of July, but they're getting ready for their September event, which is going to be in Gatesville for the first time. So Of course, Microsoft wants me to sign in. Let me just copy and paste people. Okay, we could do the drawing. I have my names pulled up for another thing, so I'm gonna have to do the drawing another time. Maybe it'll let me open it with Google. No, no, that looks like a mess. I tried to open it in something else, and of course it's not gonna let me open it in there. Will it let me open it in? Maybe I can. Oh yeah, Google will let me import it. That's what it will let me do. Don't you love technology when it doesn't work? Yeah, me too. Yeah, sorry. I usually pull this ahead of time, and of course, things were crazy. This morning, I actually joined a local BNI group just to help with subbing for somebody. Shout out to BNI in general. It helped me get my business off the ground and running and stuff like that. I just got really busy. So, if you ever considered new ways to spread the word about your business, it's like BNI is a metrics-based type of organization, and it does perform well. You can see that it actually works. And so I highly recommend that for anyone who's starting their business for the first time, and you want to get more confident with, saying your pitch, your 60, well, in some cases, 45 seconds to 60-second pitch. BNI, Business Networking International, is a great place to start, and there's a lot of chapters here in Tallahassee. Very supportive. You can visit. Little pro tip there. You can visit every chapter 1 to 2 times for free without becoming a member, and then you can just go browse and check to see if there's any conflicts. They do their best for every seat to not have a conflict with each other. So you got to make sure that you can, that you can actually join. But hey, save yourself a little bit of money and just visit all the groups and get to know people. That's what I always tell people. Everybody always asks me, like, okay, what should I do? I just started and I don't know many people in town. A lot of the same questions and struggles that a business owner runs into, especially if you're starting a business fresh and if you're new to Tallahassee and you don't know that many people. Like, business networking is a great, way to open doors, get some warm leads, all of that. So I highly recommend it. I did it for 5 years. I got some business out of it. And yeah, I mean, there's definitely challenges and limitations, but you will definitely get something out of that time, whether it's educational or personal development, career development, and then meeting new people and connecting with people in the community. Highly, highly, highly recommend. So shout out to my Tuesday lunch group. Let's see if this imports normal. I'm not even going to show it to you guys because I don't know if it's actually going to come. Okay, insert new sheets, detect on the value. Is it importing? It doesn't look like it's importing. It said it was successful. What am I doing? Where? Where did you import? Oh boy. Oh, okay. So I guess it went straight. Okay, cool. Yay. It went straight to a separate, it just opened. It didn't go within the sheet that I opened, hoping that it would import. Anyways. It just opened up its own file. So let's pull up the first names. There's somebody with no name there. I'm just going to go ahead and add them. I was trying to aim for 15 minutes. Of course, it's 20 now. So, if I could find my wheel of names, where are you? Too many tabs again. This will be a good blooper. Da, na, na, na. Okay, here it is. Okay, here, finally pulling it up. Wheel of Names. Here you go. The drawing for today, and this is InfinityCon, people. Man, it always does this weird thing. So I have to. Okay. So I have the names picked. Here you go. Drum roll, please. Boom. Samuel, congratulations. We will reach out to you. You won our drawing. I did have a table out for, excuse me. I did have a prize on the table where it was a webcam. That was our featured prize. But I will make sure that you have the options, I'll send you a list of the options that we've been including as a giveaway. Just as an FYI, we do partner with local contributors, local, any Tallahassee theme type of thing for tickets, events, things like that. So please let me know if you'd be interested in being a featured partner, featured giveaway partner. That would be a great opportunity. And anyways, that's it for now. We are good to go. And new thing we decided, within 24 hours, if you don't claim your prize, we're going to throw the prize back to the prize pool because there are people who actually want these prizes. So people have reached out to me like, hey, did you end up giving away this prize? And then I'm like, actually, the person didn't even claim it. So if you want it, you can have it. So if somebody really wants it and they were part of the drawing and they've, obviously they're a subscriber, then of course we'd be happy to, pass it along. So we might just do some other version of the giveaway. We'll let me know if you know of an app that helps manage giveaway contests, things like that. We'd love to know about it. All right, guys, thanks again for joining me today. Wish you guys well. Have a great one.